Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this brand new Let's Play series on this brand new map. Well, brand new to me. I know this map has been out for quite a while. But welcome to this new series that I'm going to be doing in Farming Simulator 22. This replaces my Riverview series, which ended recently. So, here we are on the new map. And as you can see, from the name on the John Deere dealership, this is the Estancia Sau Carlos map. And, much like the Riverview series, I've used all the same game save settings, pretty much. So, this series doesn't have seasons on, but I'm going to kind of fake play seasons. Purely because I couldn't find a growth calendar that kind of fit in with the South American theme of the map. And obviously the Giants one is very sort of European, North American-y type based. But apart from that, all the settings are the same. So we're doing 5-day months. We're starting from scratch. So if I put the hood back on, you can see I've only got 500 grand. All I own at this present moment is my pickup truck. So when we go into the map screen and have a look, I don't own any land. So to get started, we're gonna have to... and field prices look absolutely insane. Gonna have to get started doing contracts like in the last series. I do have the lease field mod, so when we get some money of our own, we can actually start leasing some land, start farming ourselves. But apart from that, we are going to be doing some contracts. Now, I am using the Better Contracts mod, and I have got it set up so that the higher difficulty mode is enabled. I have to do 3 contracts for a farmer before I'm actually allowed to borrow any of their equipment to do the jobs with. If I fail to complete a contract before the end of the month, we get fined 50% of the contract's value. And obviously we get a little bit of a discount for doing jobs for different farmers. So that can make the land a little bit cheaper for us. So to get started today, I need to, with my 500 grand starting budget, I need to go do some contracts. Now, obviously, starting equipment is going to be quite expensive. So, probably not going to be doing a harvest contract right out gate. There's a ploughing contract there. I could definitely do a ploughing contract, and a tractor and a plough is probably a cheap way to start things. And then maybe a seeder for doing some sowing is a good start. So I'm happy that we're down here at the store, because obviously I need to buy some stuff. So first thing, obviously, we're going to check second-hand equipment. See if there is anything in here that I can make use of. There is a 7810 tractor. Ooh. Good morning, Barker. That is 175 horsepower. That is probably not a bad shout as a starting machine. I could chuck some GPS onto it. What else have we got? Ooh. And that comes with GPS pre-installed, actually. It's only 190 horsepower, though. But that is a start. That's a good option. And then obviously there's some bigger ones. So we are looking for... We're going to want a trailer as well, aren't we? I'm guessing. I think I saw one back here. Yeah. I could get one of them. That's only £7,000. That would go nicely on, like I say, that would go on the back of a tractor. I'm just wondering if I can fit something to the back of my truck, though. Take stuff. So that is 175 horsepower for 45,000. Doesn't have GPS. Does have wide tyres, though, which is useful if I'm ploughing. Or we've got the option of the 4755, which comes with... I could spend £2,000 to chuck some wide tyres on that if I wanted wide tyres. Or we can go and just have a look and see what we've got available in the new vehicle section. Like I say, could do with starting out very, very small. Go for something a bit redonkulous like that. 28,000. Let's not spend a lot of money. Depends what attachments we can put on it, doesn't it? So if we're going to do a ploughing contract, we're going to need a plough. And we're going to need one that we can pull. Which is probably that one at 1.2 meters. I'm surprised because I thought I perhaps had installed more things than that. Yes, we're trying to decide, Barker, how to actually start today's save. What's the first thing we're going to do? It's a ploughing contract, probably, because I can't lease any equipment. I can't borrow anything. And I've only got 500,000 to spend. chisel plough mod. Really, does that... It says chisel plough, but then it's in the cultivator section, which confuses me. Is it a plough or is it a cultivator? I don't want to buy it if it's the wrong thing. I don't have a lot of ploughs installed, do I? So what are we thinking? We're thinking, like I said, I don't think there was anything in medium tractors really, was there? Oldie. Well, there's that thing. 160 grand. Right, let's just grab something. Let's just grab something small to start with. Right, so we can have that. Wide tyres. No cab. We're going to have side front light. I'm not going to have GPS, obviously. We're not really on Elm Creek, are we? But that'll do. Right, we're going to buy one of those. Or I could lease to buy it, which would save me a little bit of money. But you know what? 30 grand is not a lot of money. Right, plough then. Let's grab the plough. We only have the option of one, really. That one. So we'll grab that. And then I think that goes on the back of a tractor, looking at that, because it's got the hydraulic cables. Same with that one, I think, is on the back of a tractor because it's got hydraulic cables. There is one of those in the second hand, but I've got a feeling I can't put that on the back of my truck. Do I have any objectives for this save? Pretty much the same as Riverview. To start with nothing and build our way up. See how much of the map we can own. See how much of our see how much production we can get into. I mean, obviously, if people in the chat or the YouTube comment section want to throw me some goals or throw me some targets, then I will definitely be up for that. You know, I know I used to do like subscriber contracts back in the day, but if people want to see something a little bit different, that popped a wheelie, didn't it? Right. We now need a contract to go and do. Field 12 or Field 5? Field 5 pays more, but is 64.15 acres. Field 12 is 39 acres and pays 39. I'm going to start with maybe the slightly smaller field. Purely and simply because it could take a very long time to do this. Right, field 12 is all the way over here. So down the road, over the roundabout, keep going down, branch off, field 11, and then follow it round. Okie dokie. Well, here we are, folks. We are off on another new adventure, on a new map. The hard work starts now. But yeah, the series target, I guess we can pretty much say anything. We can set anything. Not being in debt, not having any loans, things like that. All equipment must be owned and paid for. We mustn't have any equipment still on lease by the end of the series. You know, all the standard stuff. How many of the DD mod pack production buildings do I need to buy and place during the save? That could be a good one as well. I know John Trailboss would be interested in a challenge like that. Can I buy and place every single one of the production buildings and then use them? Loans is all right. Loans is okay, but I must make sure I repay the loan. You know, if I borrow 10 million, I need to make sure I pay that back. So when we look at the finance at the end of the save, I mean, right now we've got 200,000 loan. So I would have to clear that before I could say save is done. And obviously if I borrow 10 million, I would need to pay all that back before the save would be considered done. So this is field 12. Okay, so we don't do any... We just have to keep rotating it, that's all. Right, plough down. Hopefully ploughing textures have been fixed in yesterday's lovely game update. So I'm just going to run around the field. Do a cheeky little headland. Start with. I haven't got the luxury of GPS. And as I was setting up the save and changing options, if I use courseplay or workers in this save, I actually pay more money. I think I've got the AI helpers set to and the wages for AI workers set to 250%. So if I use workers, it's going to be very, very expensive in the beginning. So it kind of dissuades me from doing that usual thing of taking on loads and loads of jobs and then just throwing AI workers at it and me sitting back and going, yeah, you're doing a good job, lads. You're doing a great work. Yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon. Have I got stop and go braking enabled? It feels like I've got stop and go braking turned on in the settings, and if I have, I need to turn that off because no, I need to have it turned on, yeah. Because I was pressing brake and then I was having to let go of brake and press brake again then to engage reverse, and I don't like that. I'd sooner press brake to slow the tractor down, and then once the tractor reaches 0, it automatically dives into reverse. That's more how I'm used to playing Farm Sim over the years. I know some people like the fact that you've got to take your foot off the brake and then press the brake again to engage reverse. And obviously some people like to play with the gearbox shifting turned on. Again, I tend to just leave it on automatic transmission for everything, because I play on controller and don't have shifters and loads of extra spare buttons. So AI workers are late game, yeah. AI workers tend to come into the play, Barker, more when I own lots of fields and I'm running my own farm, because at that point it's less about doing contracts. Then I obviously, like I did in my Riverview series, I ended up moving away from contract work and started focusing on my own farm. So there's a transition middle of the series where you go from doing what I'm doing now, where I'm basically a contractor, to being my own farm manager and having my own farm. And then I'm employing people to work for me. You know? And it should also be interesting, like I say, on this series, when I get into doing the animals, because I've got the enhanced animal mod installed, and I've got the newest version, there should be some new animals that I can put on the map that I've never done before in any of my Let's Plays. So that might be a little bit interesting. You know, not just doing cows and pigs and sheep and chickens like we've always done. There could be some new things. And whether or not they have any uses, I don't know. I don't know whether they are used in the production system or anything. So that's all going to be a learning experience for me. Obviously, at this point in time, I don't imagine any of the new enhanced animals are compatible with anything in the DD Dragon's Den production pack. But again, that'll be something to consider. again, that all depends on if I decide to go down the road of using animals and animal products in my productions. Because obviously, as you are seeing, should I say, in the New Jersey series, and you also see in the Ringwood series, moving the excess animals from your barns and your pens and stuff to the butcher is a bit of a process. It's not very straightforward and simple to do that. And that can be a full-time, time-consuming job in its own. So, probably won't be a butcher if I go down the Dragon's Den road in this save. Maybe. But we'll see. I mean, all that kind of stuff is so far away. Because obviously we're only now day 1. And also, I forgot that August is only 1 day. And I've taken a ploughing contract for a very big field. And I have to complete the contract by the end of the month. Otherwise, I get fined 70% of the contract value. I probably should have slept and started. Probably should have advanced time and started on September 1st. Because I am playing on 5 times speed as well. So I've got time accelerated. Time is accelerated. 3-day months again. No, I'm doing 5 days. I'm doing 5 days because I thought to myself, if I'm using equipment like this to start with, I'm going to need a few days to get jobs done. I'm going to need that little bit more time to get jobs done and contracts done. But then I completely forgot about August. Barker has leveled up to level 13. Wow. Barker's becoming one of the top level users in the stream. I might have to consider making you a mod, Barker. Because you're here quite a lot, and obviously you mod for Shift as well. So you obviously know about modding and stuff. And moderating. I might have to consider making you a mod. For the channel. Just so that there's somebody here, maybe. In case anything happens. Yeah, I really didn't stop to think how long it might take to do a job like this using a tractor like this. Shift gave it to you because he's known you a long time, no other reason. Well, my reason for giving it to you is because you seem to be the only person who's like always here every time I stream, without fail, at the minute. So the fact that there's somebody present, to be a moderator, you kind of have to be present in the streams. And my other mods aren't always here. But at least Kick managed to fix their website today. So, stream titles and categories and everything are working again. You can do all that stuff. Hmm. This could be... This could be one of those, oh, it's a bad first day on the farm jobs. Because, like I say, it's nearly noon already, and I've done literally one headland of this field. If I go and check the contract status, I bet it's like 0% complete. There's not many people you tend to watch on here. That's why you tend to be about log. So that's fine. Even better. Because then I know you're not going to be distracted and running off other places. So you would make a very good moderator candidate, I think. One thing I need to do, I need to go on the Kick Discord at some point, and I need to suggest in the suggestions part of their Discord, I need to suggest that maybe a great update to Kick would be if streamers, the actual streamer on the channel streamer, and moderators are not restricted by slow mode. It would be really nice if me on my own channel wasn't restricted by slow mode if I'm in the chat, and it would be great if moderators were not as well. If that's the case, you'd take mod lol. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm thinking. Because I know last night when I was trying to change my stream title using the commands, it was really annoying for me to be locked out of my own chat because of slow mode. But I guess we are spending this lovely day in August doing this lovely ploughing contract to get started. I'm glad I took this contract then and not the other one. Imagine if I took the 60-acre contract. Oh, I definitely wouldn't have got that done in a month. I mean, chances are I'm not going to get this one done. Screenshot. I've already done screenshots for this episode. I've already got screenshots, so we're all good on that front. The one I forgot to get a screenshot for when I was doing my uploading and tweaking and stuff yesterday was the one where I got the achievement, when I did that achievement for visiting a safe game that I haven't played for a year. I uploaded the video for that to YouTube yesterday. Went to add a thumbnail and was like, I didn't take one and haven't made one. So I had to load the save up again for about 2 minutes yesterday, just to make sure, just to grab a quick picture and then make a thumbnail, because I'd done everything else. I titled the video, I'd done the description, done the keywords and everything, scheduled it, and then I was like, thumbnail. What am I going to use as a thumbnail? But I've also restarted my PC today. I did that this morning, just before I actually started streaming. And I went into Vegas, loaded up the Grantham video I rendered yesterday, and did the render as, and started rendering it as a test video. I was like, just do a render test, and it reckoned today, it reckoned it would take 53 minutes to render the video. So yeah, 53 minutes is definitely better than 3.5 hours. So yeah, there must have just been something obviously on my PC was updated, some software or something was updated, and I hadn't actually restarted since the update, and that was causing my PC to behave very slow in some weird in some applications, like my video editing software. So yeah, it looks like it's fixed today, and if I ever run into that problem again in future, I'll know to just do a quick PC reset. Could have just been a memory dump somewhere. Yeah, but I've got a little program. I've got a little program that normally I have running in my taskbar that constantly keeps the memory clear. Constantly clears the memory. When my PC's memory gets over, I think it's 70% full, it goes through and clears out any stuff that's not needed, not running. So that should stay on top of that, I think. But like I say, the only thing I can think of possibly was it was a driver update for my graphics card, because I think there was an update recently on NVIDIA. And I'm wondering if I didn't restart after installing that, because obviously my rendering software would want to use my GPU for doing some of the rendering, for sharing some of the rendering. And if the driver has changed and not been, you know, registered correctly in the PC's registry and stuff by doing a restart, perhaps the software was having some issues. But like I say, it looks like it's all fixed. So hopefully today, when I come to render this video this evening, it'll be straightforward. Hopefully it won't take more than an hour or so. It might take a little bit longer to do this video because it's got to rescale it. When I put it in the render software, it's actually got to rescale this video, whereas with my Grantham stuff, it doesn't. Because on my Grantham, on my Football Manager save, I output the video, I render the video at the same resolution that I recorded, so it doesn't have to do any rescaling or anything, which is obviously a lot faster. So I record my Grantham save in 2K resolution, and I render and upload it in 2K, whereas I think I record this in 1080 and then I have to upscale it to 2K for the YouTube, because obviously the YouTube people have got used to seeing me playing in 4K and higher resolution since I got my fancy monitor and new graphics card. But YouTube people, we have sadly run a little bit long for this first video, so I'm going to have to say to you all, thank you for watching. Hope you are interested in seeing more of this save as we get into it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, people. So, for now, from me, take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. Goodbye.